we left you at the Paragon Theatre in Queenstown. So worth going to. Drove 45 minutes to Strahan. Never been here before. It reminds us a little bit of Alaska, some of the little country towns in Alaska, like Skagway and things like that. And just absolutely love it. Let's go have a look. We have pulled up to go to the railway to go and check out for tomorrow to see if we can do the railway. So we showed you the railway station in Queenstown. Well, here is the next one. And I know the railway station is not in the water, haha, over here. And we're going to go and chat to them because it's on tomorrow. This is the one that we were going to do this morning at 10 a.m, but it's now like 10 to quarter to 4. Guess we didn't make it in time. Entrance to the station. Let's go this way. Look at this. If they're not open, they're open in the morning, but we'll go check out. Mark would like to just camp here. So this is an amazing view. Please stay on the walkway and watch out for trains. Look at these carriages. Where's the front? There's tracks on Point Cafe as well down here. Everywhere we've been going lately, it's been like a ghost town. Oh, look at this. It really does. I think it was Skagway it reminds me of. I can hear voices. oh, the station closed at 3:30 it looks like. But see if the door was it locked? Okay, well we're just coming back in the morning then. You should see the fireplace inside. Is it with a spanner? There you go. You can damn him. Look, you're almost his height.
And a spanner. And an oil can.
And an oil can.
And trying to use it.
Yeah, look at that. So we have just missed, to be able to buy a ticket today, but that's okay because we can buy it in the morning. And this is obviously where they turn around. Like, it is so much like, seriously, I don't think we have a video on, no, we don't have one on the Alaska, but it's like Skagway and you can do the White Pass and it is like that. They go up, turn around, and I think that's the engine down the other end there. So stay tuned for tomorrow, which for you will really probably only be in a few minutes for when we come back. We can go on the train. But clearly we were not the only ones alone. There was 2 other couples who came wanting to check out for tomorrow. So we're going to be here like half an hour, 40 minutes before it goes. Okay, let's see where we're going to go now. So over in the background there, that is the railway. And this is the main harbour where the Gordon River cruises go from. It looks like you can go back up there, or do you want to just go around the front waterfront, the Esplanade? In 200 metres, continue straight on Harvey Street. I was trying not to move. There's these little blue wrens. And they're all over on the side, and they had come up and they were sitting up on top of the dash on the outside, and then on the mirrors they have the prettiest blue tail. Dang it! Oh, hang on. There's one out on the grass out over here. I don't know if you see, I'll see if I can zoom in. They're just too cute. We decided that we would go and get some seafood. From the other side over there, there's a food truck. It's called Westerly Seafood. Come back over this side where the railway is, and we would set up and watch the sunset, and we would have our food. And so we got the large fish and chips. Now, all the reviews have said that it is really good food. It's not the cheapest. And I do have to agree, we were just saying in the car, This is probably the first time that we have felt, yeah, things are really quite expensive. So it was $28 for the fish and chips. They call it a large one. And then if you wanted a salad, you could have coleslaw and all that. We really wanted, the reviews had their salmon and this was salad, but they didn't have that today. So we got a coleslaw. But that small hat, that's $6. And then if you want a tartare sauce, it's $4. So $38, yeah, $38 for the lot. I don't know, it just seems expensive for taking out a small amount. But it's becoming the norm now. Everywhere is really expensive. But the view is free. And it's lovely. And on the other side of us is a pub, so we may even go over there and Mark might have a beer. But we thought, what a way to end the day. Really nice. Mark for his chips, he's loving that. He's set. Do the dishes. I might just make a vodka and tonic, then we'll be really set. So enjoy your night and we'll see you soon for the railway.
Some Saturdays, Dad would take me up in the bush with him. We'd go down like that, had a trike also. And the trike, we called it a trike, but it actually had 4 wheels. And you pedalled it like a push bike. So, some Saturdays, he'd put me on the tool rack, right? He'd put me in the tool rack, he'd pedal down the track a bit, and we'd go up in the bush, the tall trees, to make railway wheels. That's where some of the hard work came in, because when we went up there, he'd have his crosscut saw. When he pulled the tree, he would put me on the end of his crosscut saw.
Heading over the Iron Bridge. Was it Iron Cask Bridge? She called it? The Iron Bridge. Wow. And then back into the rainforest.
Now folks, we'll shortly be arriving at Lower Landing Station, our only remote stop still linked to industry in the region. Occasionally our track crew teams up with local beekeepers to haul truckloads of hives on flatbed wagons up to the Tipekala Plateau, deep in the rainforest. The bees spend the season feasting on the white blossoms of the leatherwood trees. It's tough wood, but seriously sweet nectar. The result, that delicious leatherwood honey. Later, the honey is removed from the rainforest, bound for shelves across Australia and sometimes further afield. But you will get to taste some of that famous honey. Pulling into our destination, so get ready to stretch your legs. Maybe go on that rainforest walk or taste some of that lovely honey. Or you can grab a snack or souvenir at the kiosk. Now, since we're off grid out here, literally no phone reception.
Yeah, so welcome to Lower Landing on the Tipekanu rail track with the wilderness adventure. People are going that way, and then it's like, but like there's a path down here as well. We don't follow the sheep, so you know, we'll just see. I mean, yes, it was a pretty path. Look at the rainforest. I'm tossing up, I think I might put the beanie on. Ferns are amazing. And what was interesting is all the beautiful timber work that's in the train is all the hue and pine. Can you see any hue and pine here, Mark? In this bit?
No, not yet.
If we see some, we will distinct look.
So we're going to have a look at the rail bridge.
Yeah, the rail bridge.
This is the last bridge that we came across. and has been somewhat updated and kept up, but I'll have to have a closer look. But when you do look at the spans that you've got here, there's only a single pier, and I would suggest, looking at that from a distance here, that that actually is a Bailey Bridge, which was used by the Australian Defence Force for many years, especially during World War II, for spanning gaps in Europe. And yeah, it is a Bailey Bridge. So the cross panels are all the same. So one panel runs from the base here up to a link that you can see just there. So that's 2 panels high. Those panels are mirrored when you look up above across the top section here. So there's a panel there, 2, 3, 4. And the way they developed strength in those panels is they doubled them up. And this is actually what they call a triple-triple. So you've got 2 sections of Bailey panel there, close together, then a small gap, and then another section of Bailey panels. And they have the horizontal girders that run through, and the rail tracking goes across that. Normally that'd be wooden platform, and that wooden platform would carry trucks and cargo and so forth. And the pier set in the middle is purely there to provide additional load support. So the abutments, which are the concrete sections that go across here, would hold the weight of the bridge there, and a Bailey could span that distance, but not with the change of angle. So you can see there's a change of angle and direction in there as well. So they put the pier sets in to provide more weight and support loading.
Heading down to the river. And they're doing their bit for environmental sustainability. They're actively working towards reducing their footprint, becoming as green as they can, from the basics like paper packaging to the big stuff like recycled plastic, composite sleepers, renewable energy systems. We're doing our part.
10 kilometres of this track that we just drove in on are on composite sleepers. So they are made out of recycled materials and expected to last for about 50 years. I don't know how long that is, like 50 years on a railway track.
Yeah.
Repurposed the plastic, they reckon they saved about 170,000 trees.
And we come around this side and it's got the King River transportation. So they talked about back in the day when they actually built this, and they would have 500 men per day that would work from sunrise to sundown, doing by hand, do the railway, because they needed it to get to the port for the wharf to export the copper to the rest of the world.
It's a no entry point.
It's a no entry point, okay. Come to the river.
And even on the walking track, they're still using all the old train colloquialisms. End of the line, please go back.
Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. End of the line. Ooh. We could use that in the videos. The end of the line. And then you come back. I think they just want maybe people to just get a bit of exercise. And the rain has stopped for us, which was very nice. Thank you, weather. That's very nice of you. That's not too windy. Now we're going to go try some honey. Honey tasting. And he's already turned the tray around. Well, there's tastings here. This is very cool. Tasmanian honeycomb. Smells divine. Did you know liquid honey is a term which is used to describe honey that is not crystallised and will flow. Liquid honey is natural honey straight from the honeycomb. The very first thing you will notice about honey from Tasmanian honeycomb is that it has an unusual consistency. It will appear very different to more common liquid or creamed honeys. It has a smooth set texture. This is what the little tin looks like. So we got sidetracked, and they have really nice coffee. We got mochas, and we got little mini pies. They're really cute from Merle, who she multitasks. Lovely Merle. She was the lady who was looking after us in our carriage, and she is the lady who tells all the information as well. And then she gets here and she serves the coffee. Is it good?
Quite nice little mini pies.
Okay, so we've gone for this. Is this the leatherwood one?
No, that's not the leatherwood.
This is the Christmas bush.
This is the Christmas bush.
We'll let Jenny take over.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Jenny. All up to you. Don't feel the pressure.
Mm.
We have to tag out in the
Yeah, so this is the leatherwood, the one that just comes from here, right?
from Tasmania, yeah,
Mhm.
endemic to Tasmania specifically.
This
in
is the used
southwest.
one, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. If not, we're putting...
I'm sure I've seen leatherwood honey sold.
Yep,
Like-
you would have treated that one,
Okay.
and you can get it in more Western Coles that have seen
Yeah,
it around
okay,
the country,
Oh.
but it grows only in Tasmania.
grows here.
It's endemic to the southwest.
And our little bees on the
So
cart.
just clarify for me, Jenny, you said that that's heat treated.
That one particularly, that one is, this brand is. These
What
ones,
does that
these
mean,
ones
heat
are,
treated?
most honeys that you buy in Woolworths or Coles are not raw honey. The heat, it helps the honey flow easier.
And we just came back inside after the tasting, and reading this, it takes about 500 honeybees 4 weeks to collect enough nectar to make just 1 kilogram of honey. Beekeepers wear light coloured clothing as bees are aggravated by dark colours which they associate with threat, like bears that raid their honey. Oh, look at this, look at this. How cute is that? Yeah, you turn you around. That's cute. I like the other little one too. You reach up to that one. No, slow. That's always one character, I tell you. Oh, here we go. Here's different bees. The drone bee, the queen bee, and the worker. Workers, reproductively underdeveloped females that do all the work of the colony. The colony may have 20,000 to 100,000 workers. The lifespan of a worker bee depends upon the time of year and the amount of work done. It's generally accepted that an individual worker has the ability to log 800 kilometres in her lifespan. The drones are the male bees. Queen. The queen is the only sexually mature female and mother of the hive. In her prime, she will lay up to 2,000 eggs a day. The difference between workers and the queen is the quality of the larval diet. The queen is exclusively fed a specialty food called royal jelly. She gets the royal food. Oh, here you can see where the Tasmanian hives are. We've been to Deloraine, we've been past Perth, Campbelltown, Derby. We've done this last week. Ready to go. Heading on back down.
So this is the map where we've come from. We started at Strahan, we travelled all the way down here and down the river, all the way down to the lower landing that we've just seen. And then from Queenstown on the opposing days, so Thursday, Saturday and Sunday, they come from Queenstown and come down through here. However, this section of the track through here has just had a whole stack of landslides, so the track is closed in that section there. They had maintenance work starting in the next 6 to 12 months that they brought forward as quickly as possible, and the maintenance crews are now working on the maintenance on this section of the track, so they've got time to be able to do the clearing of this section of the track where the landslides were. And then part of the artwork and things in the cabs, in the cabins, little tree froggy up here is etched in, and also down here they've etched in through here, so it's quite lovely work. And they got all the little things, so you've got little butterflies up there, little toadstools up here, and it's really quite well crafted. It's actually very lovely, the natural timber and woodwork.
Of the edging here, this is what we've seen when we were in Alaska, and the ones in Skagway. And your little blanket. Did you have a blankie?
I love
And they have about 40 seats, about 40 in each carriage, and there's about 25 tickets today. So we say goodbye to the lower landing, goodbye to the bee tasting. Everything's all packed up because all the staff are on board. I love the lighting. It is just beautiful. It's got such mood, really nice mood lighting. It's hard to see out the windows though with the glass, and we see going over the bridge. And hopefully we might be able to see the other side of the Iron Bridge shortly.
Welcome back on board. We hope you enjoyed taking in the sights, sounds and smells of the rainforest. Now, when we left off our story, the railway to Tipekana was the only link to booming Queenstown, where smelters were firing up and history was being made. Building the railway was just the start. Keeping it running meant a whole community effort, with men maintaining tracks and women running everything from baking bread to postal services right here in the heart of the rainforest. As mentioned earlier, originally the line ran from Queenstown to Tipekana, but soon Bose Kelly had to fulfil a promise to extend it to Strahan. The biggest challenge? Crossing the mighty King River, notorious for sudden floods. The first bridge, the quarter-mile bridge, was so intense to build, it sadly cost the engineer his life. So for the next crossing, Kelly took a different approach. He bought a 110-ton flat-packed bridge from England in pieces and had it shipped here. But here's the kicker. The workers only had a 20-ton steam crane to put it in place across the King River. How to move a 110-ton bridge once assembled? Well, they laid 2 railway tracks side by side, used 2 locomotives to push the bridge out over the river and supported it halfway.
Well, we have finished our West Coast Wilderness Railway to Tipekana. Was it? Tipekana? Tikanuma? Tika? Tika. And that was really good, and we got some fine weather now. It's really bright, but it looks so good with the blue sky behind now. And this is where the turntable. Thank you, West Coast Railway. And our motorhome is down here. And we were in that one. Mark loves the old machinery down here. Look at this, and there's Strahan straight over here. I mean, we are in Strahan, but we're at the Regatta station. Well, we are coming to the end of our 10-day Tasmania trip, and we have had, out of all of our trips for the last 20 years, treaties for this one, we've had the wildest weather experience, and we've had a ball. But it's certainly ending with a lot of rain. We are currently in a little town called Sheffield, and we have been here before. It's known for a town of murals, and it's absolutely amazing that you should definitely go and check out. We stopped at this little cafe here called Paper and Cup Cafe. Absolutely gorgeous. The paper is because we've got a little bookstore at the back with little giftwares and things like that. I'll put a little photo here, you can have a look. Lovely family business, and it was really lovely. The husband and wife, they're originally from the Gold Coast. Julie asked a lot about the story. They've been down here for 2 years. It is absolutely beautiful, worthwhile going for a stop and going and check it out. They've got some beautiful flowers out the front as well. It's just gorgeous. But we didn't get to Cradle Mountain. Well, we actually did, but we didn't get to explore. We made it there yesterday afternoon after Strahan. It was just after 4 o'clock. We did a bit of a recon, and then it just started raining and raining and raining. And we just thought, you pay for a shuttle pass for $15 for 72 hours, which is absolutely fantastic, but there's no point if we're not even going to get half a day. And while we don't mind, bad weather or, if it's cold or windy or snow, but raining, you really don't want to be exploring. So we camped about 20 minutes heading back towards Launceston in a great free camping spot, and it rained all night. So that will be for another trip. So it's raining a lot. We could use that in the videos. The end. That was really good, and we got some
Because it's snowing, little fluffy snowballs.